Yo, what's going on, boys? CollisionWorx here. Welcome back to another Madden spread guide. Today, gentlemen, we are going to be breaking down the box offset week, kind of a sleeper pick, not really seen too often. Been running this a little bit in my CFMs and decided why not kind of dive a little deeper. A lot of cool routes in this formation. As you guys see, we got 15 plays here, so got a fairly good amount to choose from. No corner route stock though, which I think is kind of lame, but if you guys are playing MUT this time of the year, everybody's going to have at least a hot route master or at least one slot apprentice, so it's really not going to be that much of an issue. Unfortunately, audibles, I don't really know yet. I'm going to let you guys decide once we get into it. I'm going to quit yapping. Let's go ahead and begin. I hope you guys enjoy. If you guys have any questions, just let me know down in the comments. All right, guys, to start, we're going to go ahead and talk about cover 3 and cover 4. This is kind of just a simple deep coverage beater. We talk about this combo in pretty much every single video now. We're going to be using Y-cross post here. What's nice about Y-cross post is we have a short running crosser route that doesn't run super deep. It's really good for getting underneath deep zone coverages. Before we get into it, just want to show you guys the coaching adjustments, just like what we use for every video. Auto flip is never on. Auto baseline's on, and then 30 and 5. And as you guys know, in game I'll run 20 or 25 on my hooks, but in practice I go ahead and leave these guys at default. And then let me go ahead and throw cover 4 here into the audibles and we can go ahead and begin. All right, boys, so starting up against cover 3, like I said, we're going to be running Y-cross post. Now, guys, for most of these setups, it's going to be with our trips to the far side of the field, so just keep that in mind. I'm going to go ahead and press the defense here, and guys, for the first setup, all we're going to do is motion our running back out to the short side slot, put him on a post, and then drag RB. So basically, we have this crosser and the post that are going to get open on each sideline, and if they decide to back off their zones or play deeper, we're going to have a simple drag underneath. So I'll go and show you guys the post here to begin. Just step up here in the pocket and then throw here to the right. As you guys see, the go route on the left and the post on the right side do a really good job of getting those thirds upfield and out of the way. Post does a good job of getting that right side third inside the field. Really ensures your post is going to get open. Go and show you guys the crosser here by Deebo Samuel. I'll go ahead and just press the defense again just for some consistency. Go ahead, snap, show you guys this A route, do a little step up, and against a stock cover 3, guys, this is just going to be a great play. So I know we kind of break down this formation. I kind of base it at a Z spot a lot of the times, but still worth noting. It's going to be really good. Now, guys, I'm going to show you all the same exact setup here, but out of a cover 4 drop. So I'll go ahead and press, give you guys the same exact look with the post and the drag. Go ahead, snap this ball. You see our drag gets a little open kind of in between the seams. That's just going to depend on where the user is. And then our crosser gets open. I'll go ahead and cut and show you guys the crosser now, or the post. Okay, cover 4, here's your guys' post by the running back in the slot. Step up, and you guys see no free form, nothing crazy, just a simple little pass lead to the sideline. Really good play against cover 3 and cover 4 kind of coverage players. Be really solid to mix in. All right, boys, up next, cover 3 bomb. We're going to be covering curl flat for this play, and we are selecting cover 3 press. So you guys are aware, boys, all you're going to do for this setup is put X on a comeback. You're going to go ahead and put your A receiver on a fade. The reason we're going to put him in a fade instead of a streak is we're going to combine this with a C route by the B receiver. This fade against a press cover 3 will pull this outside third on the right side of the field and allow our C route to get open underneath him. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys first the deep running crosser route by RB. Then we'll talk about the other routes on the field. The running back is completely optional. I kind of just leave him on that table, but you guys can block him. You can put him on an N route, whatever you want. So just keep this in mind. We'll go ahead and snap this here. Again, this is cover 3. Go ahead, just step up. And then I like to do a high form upfield just so I can get a better angle with my pass lead settings, or my free form settings rather. And you guys will obviously have your own settings where you guys can readjust and dial in however you need to make the throw. But just keep in mind, this is going to be a free form throw for consistency. Now, like I said, on the right side with this C route, combining this with a fade is going to allow our C to get open underneath the third. I'll go ahead and show this to you guys now. Go ahead and just free form this down and outside. And we have a beautiful C route on this far side of the field. So really like this play, especially against cover 3, because we're not just selling and going all in on the bomb. We also have a table underneath and we have a C route. And like I said, the running back is going to be completely optional in how you want to attack the underneath with him. So just keep this in mind. Even if you guys want to put your running back here on a drag and motion him out, and you guys want to do something like this, that's totally fine as well. So just keep in mind, you guys can kind of motion him around, because in our other plays we're motioning him around. It's not going to be a huge tell as to what you're doing. Just keep this in mind. It's going to be really good. All right, guys, and before we move on from cover 3 and cover 4, I just want to take a quick moment and just talk about general cover 3 and cover 4 beaters in case you guys are running this pretty early. I'm still pretty new to this set. I want you guys just to know what you can run. Things that I may not exactly cover in a specific play, you should still know. So for example, if we call, I'll just call verticals here just for the sake of discussion, and I'll just stay in a press cover 3. Guys, just know if you want to beat cover 3 here on the short side of the field, you can always motion your running back, put him on a fade, and then go ahead and see route the receiver who was like by himself, and you guys can run a combination like this, and your C route is going to get open every time with that fade pulling. Just a simple pass lead down, no free form. It's a great way to beat cover 3. Another really easy way to beat cover 3 is running a scissor. So basically what we're going to do is put our running back on a corner after he's motioned, and then you're going to put your X receiver on a post, right? You guys see this is going to be a deep post. To ensure he will pull the outside third, you're going to smart route him after this adjustment. It's going to give him it's going to give him like another step or two running that post, and it's going to do a better job pulling this outside third. So you guys see a combination like this where this corner will typically break up this type of high cut corner. When we match it with the post, that corner is going to go inside, and then we can pass lead down. See, that was a terrible example. We're going to show it again. Typically though, these post and corners combined is going to do really, really good at getting this corner inside the field. That way you don't have to worry about that deep out KO disrupting the corner route. Go ahead and show this one more time. And you guys see right there is a perfect example of how that corner moves inside with that post. You just want to make sure you're smart routing it. That's just what I do. I think it's way more consistent than not doing it. So this adjustment can be great for you. And guys, like I said, you can really do this anywhere on the field. So if I wanted to just go ahead and do something like this where I leave my running back on the wheel and then match this with the post, and then if I know it's a cover 3 and I want to put RB on a fade and then a C on the right side, guys, we can easily make an adjustment like this, and I'll just put A here on a crosser where we can attack both sidelines here against the cover 3 press, where we can hit our wheel underneath and we know the post is going to pull the deep third, or on the right side we know this fade is going to pull the right side third upfield, allowing our C to get open as well. So just keep this in mind, boys. This can be really good. I'll hit my running back here on the sideline, get that nice completion where even if he does break it out, we've been in bounds long enough where we're going to get it, and then I'll go ahead and show you guys the right side of the field real quick in a fast forward where this C route is wide open underneath. So these are just really easy ways to beat deep zone KOs and cover 3 and cover 4 spammers. Just keep this in mind, boys. Hope this was helpful. And let's go ahead and keep moving. All right, guys. So up next, let's just go and talk about cover 2. This is going to be a base cover 2. We'll talk about Mabel later. So I'm just going to go ahead and select cover 2 press and just reset each play. For our offensive call, we're going to go ahead and run PA read. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit X here for cover 2 press and just reset. That way the zone drops turn off and it's just a stock cover 2 again. I'm also going to spy this A gap because I don't want to have to keep blocking that every single time. Boys, for this setup, all we're going to do, our lone side receiver on the left, we're going to go ahead and put him on a go route, and then we're going to go put our running back on a table, and then we are going to corner route our tight end. Our tight end is kind of a throwaway receiver here. All he's going to do is pull that deep half on the right to the sideline. That's going to allow Valdes-Scantling to get open down the middle, and then we have a nice high-low with this corner and crosser and the table on the left side of the field, and then we have Irvin on the go helping pull that deep half to the left. So we'll go ahead and snap this here. You guys see we can go ahead and hit B here late in the play if you have the time for it. Just possession it for the deep out KOs. This can also be a really good touchdown play depending on where you're positioned on the field to go ahead and attack it. This is also going to be really good against DB fire as long as you're picking it up, of course. And then like I said, depending on what their coverages are or what their zone drops are, this table and crosser can do a really good job. I think right now I have it set to the 30-yard zone drop, so I'll go ahead and reset it one more time and show you guys how this table and crosser can work. All right, boys, so let me reset there. Now we're back to a stock cover 2, and like I was saying, if you guys are going up against this stock cover 2, this high-low on the left can be a really good route. You're typically always going to have your running back open underneath because that cloud's going to kind of lift up, and then you guys see that crosser on the backside is going to pull the vertical hooks if they leave them in a vertical hook, which is going to help your running back get open. If they're playing a hard flat, then you guys can, obviously hit your go route. So just a nice little simple cover 2 beater where we kind of have a high-low, we have a deep attack down the middle, and we have plenty of routes pulling each deep zone to kind of part, each safety towards the sideline. So hope you guys enjoy. This is just a little simple cover 2 beater. All right, boys, and then just another quick cover 2 beater. I don't know if I would completely recommend this one, but it's still worth knowing. Halfback Angle has one of the fastest route running angle routes in the game, or Texas routes, whatever you want to call them. And this can be utilized extremely well against cover 2. So again, we're going to go ahead and call C2 press. We'll go ahead and reset my play. And as you guys see, running back here, we're going to go ahead and motion him out. We're actually using him as the deep bomb play. He's actually going to run this kind of similar like a deep post. And I want you guys to go ahead and focus on him after we snap the play. For the rest of this design, like I said, this is more kind of experimental. It's for a base cover 2, which isn't something we always see. But what we're going to do is just run a flat and a corner combo like you guys see here. But kind of the purpose of this is to watch how the Texas route runs and show you guys how he can get open down the field. So I'm going to go ahead and snap here. You guys see once he hits that cut, he's actually really fast getting downfield. And I don't know. I think against certain players, how they're setting up either their man coverage or their cover 2s, this is going to be a great play where, you know, if they're playing a cover 2 Mabel, if you can get something kind of running towards the middle to kind of pick up that user and then have this kind of Texas sneak down the middle of the field, this could be really effective if their user's caught lacking. So just keep this in mind. If they don't have a, or if they're leaving like a computer in that middle of the field and it's someone who's 7 foot tall like Parham, go ahead and just hit him with the high ball or high form, whatever you're comfortable with, just to avoid that safety or linebacker. But just wanted you guys to know about this route. I think it runs much quicker than any of the others, and it can be pretty sneaky. I like it a lot. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. All right, guys, now attacking cover 2 Mabel, we're actually going to be calling verticals for this, and we're going to be utilizing the wheels. Wheels are extremely nice in this play, and it's nice you have them on both sides. So cover 2 press, again, like I said, cover 2 Mabel, so we're going to go ahead and back off both of these corners and go ahead and get our purples into coverage as well. Guys, for this setup, all you're going to do is just go ahead and put go routes on each outside receiver. So X is going to be on a streak and B is going to be on a streak. And then personally, I like to either, you can leave your running back inside or you can motion him out. Just depends on how you want to attack the seams. Because we are going up against Mabel, I'm just going to leave him in the backfield. You guys see this wheel by the running back is a lot shorter than a, you know, hot routed wheel that goes more wide, so his attack on the seam can be really good. And then if their user is guarding the seam, we have this crosser going into the middle with Kyle Pitts. So we'll go and snap the ball here. As you guys see, once we see that purple goes out to the sideline, we can just bullet and possession this vertical seam receiver. And then the same can be done on the left side of the field. So they go ahead and back off, and then they get their double Mabel going like so. You guys are going to see we can go ahead and hit our running back here once he cuts up as well. And this can be just great. Just great. This is also going to be good against DB Fire, depending on what side their blitzer is. Basically, it's going to have the same effect because no one's going to be there in coverage, you know, given it's, you know, like a computer playing it. So just keep this in mind. This can be really good. And then, like I said, we also have our crosser down the middle. So if their user isn't vigilant, we can attack them deep down the middle as well with our tight end. All right, guys, now discussing palms, I'm going to go ahead and operate this out of the dime. And because I want my life to be easy, I'm going to go ahead and take off all of my abilities because it is not fun to make videos when you have Aaron Donald screaming at you. So palms is the play. Guys, to start, let's go ahead and go back to the Y cross post, and then we will talk about another setup as well that we can base out of Y cross post. So let's go ahead and begin. I'm going to go ahead and reset my play here to turn off zone drops. That's going to turn on our matching principles. And then, guys, that same exact setup we did earlier with the post, the crosser, and the drag is still going to do a phenomenal job. So as you guys see, we go and snap this. RB is going to get open, and then late in the play, you can actually also freeform your post. So I know right there the 4-man rush got to me. I'm going to run this one more time. I'll go ahead and just fast forward and just show you guys what we have. As you guys see here, drag gets open underneath, and then on this back end, we go ahead and we can have our post get open with a free form kind of to the sideline, and you'll kind of get this same look majority of the time with the crosser as well. I'll go ahead and run this back. Let me reset the defense. So you guys can see, go RB's open underneath. We can obviously hit him. And then, like I said, that wasn't the best free form, but when you go ahead and stretch that out to the sideline and throw it down, there's never going to be a chance that the user can click on and then come down and get that pick, especially with set feed lead, which is something you guys should obviously be using. So just keep this in mind. This could be really solid as well. And yeah, and then what's nice is if they decide just to play a cover 4 drop, this is still going to be your cover 4 drop beater as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on. All right, guys, next setup here is just going to be a pretty simple one. I kind of do this adjustment for any type of bunch that we talk about over in the Discord, where if they are playing palms, let me go to reset my defensive play. We're going to go and motion over this B receiver and create a bunch look. When we do this, we're going to do a double post by both of the outside bunch players and then a slot apprentice corner by the inside player. And as you guys see, basically what's going to happen here is, depending on where the box will match, you're either going to get your crosser open or your A receiver on the streak open over the top. I think we covered this in the bunch empty open on the Discord. So I'll stop yapping and just show you guys how this gets open. As you guys see right here, they match to the double streak, and then our corner gets open on the sideline. And then depending on how the matching works, kind of like depending on what play, your A receiver can get open on his go route. So I'll try and run this again. They'll probably just do the same exact look. Right there, he got bumped like crazy. Right there, you got to freeform down because of the bump to avoid the deep out. But just keep this in mind. This can be a really good, simple way to beat cover 4 palms if you're struggling. You can also just simply motion over the running back to the right. I'll show you guys that in the next one. But right here, again, just go ahead and freeform that RB down, and more often than not, you guys aren't going to have a problem. And like I said, you can always bring your running back over. And then guys, another setup you all can do, I had to make a quick cut, but just motioning over your running back to the strong side, put them on a route, and then this is going to turn off your palms as well. So if you guys want to pair this with something like this, like we mentioned earlier with the fade and the C route, or any type of short running corner with a scissor combo, this will work. As you guys see, I'll go ahead and reset my play so palms is back on, and then once we go ahead and snap, you guys are going to see they're going to go back to their cover 4 drop. Now, Gaines is absolutely just dominating Jason Kelce, because Kelce's terrible at his job. But you guys see, if you're still struggling against palms, just go ahead, put 4 guys on one side, put them all on a route, and then it's going to disable the matching principles for that play and put them into a cover 4 drop, and you guys can go and beat cover 4 like we talked about earlier. So this can be really, really good. Now, the only thing is this probably will be a tell, so your opponent will know what's going on, but still, this really isn't a problem as long as you guys know how to beat these coverages. All right, boys, and before we move on to man, I will mention this is kind of similar to what I was talking about with the cover 3 and how to beat cover 3. We'll go ahead and talk about this for like cover 3 and cover 4, but because we don't have a stock corner in this formation, if you guys are playing like a CFM or something like that, just know you can always motion over your receiver, like for example verticals or Y cross post. I'll do verticals because his crosser runs a little higher, but guys, if you just bring him to this side of the field and pair this with like a streak, you're still going to get like that short running corner effect where we can go ahead and just press here, and then I go ahead and snap the ball, and you guys see this crosser has turned into almost like a corner out to the sideline. So just keep this in mind. We can always motion to correct the things we're missing. This could be really, really helpful in any formation you guys are running, whether it's this one or something else, you know, out of a trips or a spread, or I mean a 2x2 rather. And just keep this in mind. We can work with what we got and kind of mimic other routes. All right, guys, and then finally, we're going to be talking about cover 2 man. Now, boys, for cover 2 man, I typically honestly like verticals. Now, if you guys have watched my other guides, you guys know I really like wheel routes against cover 2. I think they do a phenomenal job. And here in verticals, where we get 2 of them, it's amazing. Both sides of the field, we can attack extremely well as long as we're pulling the deep halves out of the way. So let's go ahead and talk about it. I'm going to go ahead and turn off auto baseline. That way, my man coverage players are in position. Cover 2 man is going to be the play. Verticals is going to be the offensive call. Setup 1, fellas. All we're going to do is motion over our running back to the slot. We're going to keep him on that wheel, and we're going to pair this with a pulling route. You guys can do a streak. You guys can do a post. I would actually probably recommend a post for this. That way we can maybe get that deep half more on the inside of the field. And then on the right side, all we're going to do is put RB on a streak. And B, I don't know. I don't know what I want to put him on yet. I've kind of just done like a drag or an in route. He's obviously going to get beat for the most part with that DB's inside positioning, but I'm not entirely sure what I want to do yet. I can't really motion anyone else after I've done the running back, but for setup 1, this is what I have. Now, like we were saying, your wheels are going to do a really good job right here. I'll go ahead and show you guys the running back where he just runs right by his man defender. What's good about man players is I know none of these guys have abilities for man coverage, but The man coverage break on ball is not nearly as good as it was in years past, so pass leading and all that, you can force a few more passes and really be in good shape for the most part. Again, these guys don't have any type of man knockout ability, but just keep that in mind. As you guys see, I throw a bullet to Emmett on that last play, and really no one reacted until he got the ball, and we can easily use that to our advantage. I want to show you guys the A route here paired with that streak and show you guys how he can get open. Well, he got bumped like crazy right there. Here's our deep post as well, because that wheel kind of keeps that safety in between them. A little bit of a riskier throw, but still an option for you. I really want to get this wheel open. Sometimes this wheel, he gets bumped like crazy here in practice. Maybe I can press. That's probably what you'll see more of anyway. Yeah, but see, that's a little exaggerated. But you guys see these wheels, I know I mention it in every video. Man coverage can be like really inconsistent in practice mode, so I try to just show you guys as many routes as I can and let you guys run it and see what you guys find out of it. I find a lot of success with these wheels, posts, and things like that. So for setup 1, I'm going to leave it at that. Still, I don't know what I want to put B on, to be determined. But next setup, boys, all we're going to do is bring our running back out again, and on this play we're going to keep with the theme of the post and the wheel, but we're going to go ahead and drop the wheel on the right side. Now, we obviously lose that potential huge gain, but when we go ahead and mix this in with a post and a zig here by the tight end with a go route on the right, we obviously have some really nice man beating combos, and we still have our wheel on the right. So right here, we know our running back's going to get open, our zig gets open, our post does a great job getting open, and it's just a good play. It's really nice having that running back wheel. It really shakes it up, makes the opponent kind of know what's coming, and he has to change his defense. And you guys see right here, post does a great job, zig gets wide open, and then of course our running back is going to pretty much beat his man every single time with that wheel in the slot. So this is a play I really do like, and if you guys are using receiver abilities to beat these man coverage defenders even easier, it's going to be even better for you. So just keep this in mind, guys. I'm pretty sure that's probably all I'm going to do for this video to start. This is still a pretty new formation for me. I've ran it a few times in my CFMs, but just decided to pick it up more recently and really look into it deeper. So I hope you all enjoyed. If you guys have any questions, just let me know either in the Discord or in the comment section, and I can answer them either place. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all the support you guys have given here on the channel, especially this late in the Madden season. It means the world. Love you guys. Hope you guys have a great, safe weekend, and I'll see you guys soon. Take it easy, boys. Peace.